Yep. All right. So today is March 17th, 2025. Um, I'm gonna go over the pre-market thoughts and ideas. Also, last week's trades. I still didn't fully update um, the charts, but I did add all of these in. I took my time to add each one and went over what they were here. The third, I have no idea what came over me on the third, but the third was the worst possible part coming back. I came back to the market and just started just going ham with the account and just knocking it on the opposite direction. So I decided to slow down, and then when I slowed down and went down, well, one trade here, a trade like this would have brought me all the way back positive, and then very good managed. You can see that this one would have been managed, this one would have been positive. These here would have been close to break even. This here would have been a loss, pretty large loss here. Only one trade, about almost $600 loss, we would say, and then about a $700 gain, about $1,000 gain, about $1,600 gain. So, um, so far one trade is about $600 more or less a downside. Here, it was pretty good managed. So this would have been like $27, $21, 15, 17. But it was so many cuts that it ended up being over 900, almost to 1,000, and all of these cuts back and forth, right? While these were just more controlled, and though the risk was a little higher, but they were more controlled. They had very clear entries and exits. All right, so yeah, so though I could have made up my entire account and more, I would have been up maybe 2,000. Yeah, because this would have brought me back 700, I believe, and then this would have been almost 708. Sorry, 1,008 down, 1,000, and then back up. No, 1,000. So about 1,000, probably 1,007. So 17, more or less. I think I calculated it. So this would have been, would have gotten me that positive and more, close to passing the combine. But we're gonna just take our time with it. So here's what we're going to do. I'm still gonna just trade in micros until I get consistent and I have a clear path as to exactly how I'm trading, and then it's just always consistent. Um, Trading is like working out. You know, sometimes you want to lift the heavy weights, and you end up injuring yourself, and you have to go back and basically go in rehab, and then take your time with lighter weights. This is lighter weights, right? So, I think I'm gonna create a video YouTube channel where I just talk about how fitness and trading are pretty much related, and how to go about you know those things, and how to keep fitness in the mix of working out and trading. I keep fitness and trading in the mix. How they just similar. How just certain things are, and the things that I've been through in my journey so far as I continue to work on success. All right, so I'm gonna go over news first. Let's just do that. I usually go over news last. So, all right. So news-wise, we had an 8:30 news that just came out, something around 10 a.m. I don't know. I'm not sure this is important. And then this here. All right. Um, where's Econ? Econ didn't open up. Oh, cause you usually open it there. So 8:30 and 10. I'm not sure these are gonna be important, but the 8:30 one must have been important. Um, we got FOMC this week, Wednesday. That's gonna be important Wednesday. So things might slow down tomorrow. Jobless came on Thursday, and then nothing on Friday. Friday is quad witching, so that's where we have quadruple expirations on a lot of options. So we'll see how that goes. All right. So basically, not really heavy news. If anything, if there were any heavy news, we're done with them. So let's just go through the market. All right. And it looks like I'm down one monitor because my other monitor does not seem to want to open up. I don't know why. It's like it's dead. Yeah, the one that has my volume, it's not opening up at all. So I'm down one monitor so far. Was not expecting that at all. All right, so let's just get to it. So I did my weekly setup. I got my highs and lows from last week on ES, NQ, and VIX. All right, we had a gap up. I'm not sure how long this is going to sustain. I think we're still short for the market. We still have this RSI here on a daily. All right, we gapped up inside of last week's body, but I think we still have some more downside to go. That's my speculation. Now we gapped up. There is some. Did we roll over contract? We rolled over contract. All right, so we rolled over contract. Did not see that coming, did we? We rolled over contract on ES. Looks like I'm gonna have to change my ES contracts. So that means that NQ's rolling over is going to be coming up soon. Because usually they come up and back to back. I don't see any contract changes. 1 minute. Alright, so the volume for June is not there yet. And I don't know where my March still has a lot of volume. So I'll probably still be trading March contracts. And then earning wise, we don't have any strong earnings coming out. There's like nobody that important. Okay, that I know of. All right, so that's a weekly. Let's go down to the daily. Oh, that's our daily. Let's go down to our let's go down to our 4 hour. All right, so I marked this level here. It has a nice buying here. I like to see price come back down somewhere in here. I did mark this level for all 3 of them. VIX didn't have that level. This is it right here. VIX didn't have anything there. Okay, so that's that. All right, 8 minutes in, 9 minutes in. All right, I'm gonna be stopping soon. Looks like price is continuing higher. We're breaking some levels here, so some of these things are gonna disappear. I'm gonna have to start moving some things forward. Looks like VIX is trying to reclaim the 10% of the 10% of the market. ES held its 10% and moved up. So VIX looks like NQ is trying to reclaim it. Let's go to the let's go back to that 4 hour. Let's just try to miss anything. Okay, I don't see anything of absorption or anything like that. Okay, let's go to 1 hour. All right, so we got some RSI building. All right, well, I don't see any thing telling me that that's my RSIs. Anything telling me that we can sustain these RSIs? I mean, I don't see any volume there at the bottom. We have a little volume here, maybe because of news. but I'm gonna be doing some deleting as price is wrecking my my levels. So going to just be scrubbing some of these things out of the way. But we'll do it at the 30-minute time frame. I didn't expect price to really start moving all the way up this high, but then again, I'm not a market maker, so I'm a market speculator. All right, so still nothing I can work with. Nothing sticking out. We got this little thing right here on ES and NQ. Um, I may mark it because we have RSI on NQ on ES and VIX. I may mark it because we have RSI on NQ, but maybe. But this is definitely going to be around my news thing. I'm gonna erase. I'm gonna erase this. We're gonna close. We get nearing the 30 minutes. Supposed to be an absorption level. As you can see, we have more absorption in that level. So I'm going to come back to this. I'm gonna mark the higher part of this absorption. Let's see if NQ has anything like that. Bam. So this whole thing right here. All right. So I'm gonna mark the higher part of the absorption level. Since, whoops. That's kind of what we're working with right now. So we have 30-minute absolutely, and then we're beyond that. Not really. Yeah, we're beyond all of that. Okay. Let's look at. Yeah, look like they all had it, but VIX is beyond it. ES is beyond it, but NQ is holding it. So I mean ES is holding it. So yeah, I don't have anything here, but I'm gonna mark this area because maybe I'll find something. All right, let's go to the 15-minute. I'm gonna go to the 15-minute, keeping this at 10. So because I don't want us to lose what we have going on here. I don't think VIX has anything for me for that, but you know, out of respect. All right, where were we? Over here. All right. Okay, we cleared that. I'm not gonna keep this one. We got selling. All right, cool. Let's see if we can find matches. All right, I'm liking that. Selling. Nothing. All right, I am gonna mark this one. Yeah, that's a pretty important area. All right, we're gonna mark it 15-minute sell like this, and then I'm gonna mark it on this one here. Now that we know that these levels they match, they actually do a good job of working out. And then I don't have anything. I doubt I have anything for yeah, I don't have anything for that as VIX is way beyond those levels. Alright, so you can see some buying coming in. Strong buying. Alright. Alright, so we got a little bit of a jackpot of things. Boom, we have an absorption that matches. Let's go to VIX. We got matching stuff here. absorption here. We got that there. Um, and then this whole news candle. All right. So this is one 15-minute abs. 15-minute abs. 15. Put it right here. A 15-minute buy. We're absorbing and we're buying. Yeah. What's that? Minute buy. And I will be stopping soon. This is a 15-minute sell. A 15-minute abs. This is for VIX. I didn't mark any boxes yet, but let's get to marking them. Just that first one. And we're just taking our time to see what price gives around these levels. All right, so we got news. What was news? News was retail. Yeah, retail. Okay. Over here, same thing. Retail. All right. So VIX is at this EODV from last week, but ESNQ are not. All right, so we're getting a bit of a rejection up here. All right, let's go to the 5-minute. I might have to add some more time. Oh, never mind. You can see that area. There's nothing there of importance. There goes that thing that we had going on here. Same thing here. Nothing's there, but this area, yeah, not for sure. Alright, I'm not gonna go deep as far as 1 minute down there because I think this 5-minute is enough. Alright, let's zoom out. Let's just see that whole day. I had a lot of activities. I got a strong sell, absorption, price bounce, boom, came back down, boom, pushed up, boom. Got a failed sell right here. Doesn't match anything. Right here, we got a buy right here, we got a sell over here, we got buy, we got boom, we got bam. Okay. All right, so I like that, but nothing I can do about this. But in case there's something inside of this 5 minute, the news from the 1 minute, then yeah. Other than that, I don't have anything else I am too interested in. I'm pretty much done, but I am interested in this buying because, well, price reciprocates on all three. Let's go to the 1 minute, and then we're gonna call it here. All right, we got an absorption, we got a buy, kind of clearing the buy, kind of cleared the buy, and then we have a top. We have a top. All right, so the absorption matters. The absorption starts a little bit before, right? 1 minute apps. The absorption matters. Apps. Then get rid of this here. That's no longer important. This absorption is kind of wonky because it has a lot going on for it. It's not like a set thing. We're gonna make this one this, that. Alright, these can stay like that. Alright, so either or. I am gonna mark the bottom part of this. Alright, we do have the buying here. Gonna mark it because we're holding. We're holding. I can't deny that. Alright, not my cup of tea. Would not probably be trading that, but we held. And then I'm gonna mark the top of the retail. Because I'm gonna have a bottom on VIX. Well, what is this thing here? What is going on there at 2000? Is it even? Is that? Let's get rid of that because I don't have anything for it on the 5 on ES. All right, back to the 1 minute. So this is gonna be a top. Just gonna put it up here. Never done tops and bottoms in a while. All right, top. All right, and that's it. Okay, and that's pretty much it. Let's go to the 5 minute real quick. Can I reduce this huge 30-minute thing? There's nothing there on the 5 minute. Alright, I'm gonna have to do the 1 minute. Nothing. Wow. 15 minute. Nothing at all. Okay. Alright, well that's that. Alright. So 1 hour, uptrend, uptrend, uptrend. So we're uptrending right now. Um, into support, into supply. I mean. All right, so that's it for me for today. I'll be back later. All right. Oh, I didn't do settlement price. Good old settlement. Okay. That's good. All right, cool.